Hi, my name is Nick. I identify as a transgender male, and I'm a second year master's student at the University of Florida. I've basically been knowing, I guess, that I've been trans since I was roughly about 5. But of course, when you're 5 or 6, you just say, something's wrong with me, because society is teaching you that you're supposed to be a certain way and you don't feel that way, you don't act that way. Generally, when I'm on campus, I try to pick the least crowded areas. Campus as a whole is actually pretty safe. But I feel the safest in the MCDA, the Multicultural and Diversity Affairs Office. The Rights, when they rebuilt it, they made sure there was gender-specific bathrooms. The big thing about a lot of trans kids is we have to think about our safety. And if something like that is going to put me in any kind of danger, there's only so many things that UF can do. I can't overstep or do anything that would put me in a place of danger. And sometimes just going to the bathroom could put me in danger. The politics involved in transgender youth, I think, is just frustrating. It's a lot of cisgender white men or cisgender people in general trying to tell transgender kids that basically we don't exist. It's a phase, and their way of making it where it's quote unquote safer for everybody else is to tell people to take the law away for the bathroom and saying oh no, you can't go into the bathroom of your correct gender. The fact that there has to be even a discussion about where we can go to the bathroom shouldn't even be a thing. Applying for jobs as a transgender person, it's rough. I currently work at frozen yogurt place, Mochi. And it's definitely not the job of my dreams, but it is a safe space. If I feel safe or the discriminatory laws of that company say they won't discriminate against gender identity, I can come out and not feel pressured or panic that I'm going to lose my job. So I've got actually a really, really, really amazing, interesting group of friends. My best friend of 5 or 6 years, Charlie, also identifies on the LGBT scale as a gender fluid. There have definitely been days where I can honestly say I don't know where I would be if I didn't have Charlie as my best friend.
It's always good to have him around because then sometimes, in a sense, it keeps me a little bit more open-minded because, sometimes there are experiences that transgender individuals can experience that either I don't understand or maybe I don't know. When, that's explained to me oh, this happens to me, I'm oh, I didn't know that, but now I'm aware and I can understand where you're coming from and I can understand your feelings.
As somebody who is pre-transition, I still have a hard time looking in the mirror and saying I do love me. But I also know in the next, 4 or 5 years, I will be able to look in the mirror and go, I love me, because I'll like what I see. I'll be able to say it. And I think, honestly, internally, if you love who you are first, everything else will work itself out.